Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, boys and girls. How are you? Hope you're doing good and fine. Welcome to our Unit 10 revision part 2. Today we are going to complete the revision that we took yesterday. Alright? We stopped at this question. So, question number 11. The pictures or this picture shows one way a simple machine can be used. I see a hammer. Okay, what provides the force needed to pull the nail out of the board? So you are using this hammer to take off the nail which was inside the board. Now, what provides the force needed to pull the nail out? What are you doing? How are you pulling out the nail out of the board using this hammer? Is it the hammer's head? Are you using the force of the hammer's head, or the hammer's handle, or the board's flat surface, or the person's arm and hand? Think a little bit. What provides the force needed to pull a nail? From where the force is coming and how you are applying it. Okay? And let's see number 13. The picture shows a common example of a simple machine. Okay. Tina uses the bat to hit the ball. What acts as a fulcrum? So something over here is acting just like a fulcrum. Is it the ball, or the bat handle, or Tina's hand, or the thick part of the bat? Think of it just a little bit. Try to imagine how you hold a bat, and when you hit a ball, it looks like what? And try to find the fulcrum. Ready to see the answers? Okay, so question number 11, when you are applying force to pull the nail out, you are using the person's arm and hand. The person's arm and hand are the place where the force is coming from. So, what provides the force needed to pull the nail out of the board? It is the person's arm and the hand also. And this bat, when Tina uses the bat to hit the ball, so what acts as the fulcrum? It's Tina's hand. Remember the example about the fork? When you use the fork to pull up your food, you use your finger as a fulcrum. It's just the same. But here you are using a bat, and your hand is the fixed point that helps you to hit a ball. Excellent, excellent. Let's see what's next. Okay, over here, number 12. You have a 3m, which means a 3-meter ramp, and a 5-meter ramp are both used to wheel boxes of vegetables into a restaurant. Okay, so you have two ramps. One is 3-meter and the other one is 5-meter. Now, both ramps have one end on the ground and one end on the top step of the restaurant. Okay? Now, the question is, which statement best compares the ramps? Before you read the statements, think with me. You have a ramp that is 3 meters long, and the other one is 5 meter long. And both they are used to wheel boxes to bring them, you want to take them inside the vegetable store. So, sorry. So, if you want to compare between the two ramps, what are you going to say? And both of them, the end is on the street and the top will be on the shop. So, is it A, it takes less effort to wheel boxes up the 5 meter ramp, but the distance is greater? Or B, it takes less effort to wheel boxes up to the 3 meter ramp, but the distance is shorter? It takes more effort to wheel boxes up the 5 meter ramp, but the distance is shorter? Or it takes more effort to wheel boxes up the 3 meter ramp, but the distance is greater? I want you to think of it for a little bit, imagine it inside your head, or even you can draw it, okay? And then think which is the best statement, okay? 14. What is one advantage of a wheel and axle? Give me one advantage of a wheel and axle. Is it A, you can lift a heavy load starting straight up? Or is it B, you can turn a wheel without touching it? Or C, you can use it to cut into a hard substance? Or is it D, you can use less force to push or pull a load over a greater distance? Okay, think of it also, and let's see the answers. Okay, number 12, definitely it takes less effort to wheel boxes up to the 5 ramp, which is the longer, but the distance is greater. Remember we said that? Yes, even if it's a greater distance, but you are using less force and you are making less effort. So this is the purpose of making a simple machine, and this is the suitable sentence for this question. Thank you. If you got it right, put a big star for yourself. Now, 14, the one advantage of a wheel and axle is that you can turn a wheel without touching it. Yes, when you ride a bike, you turn the wheel without touching it. Is it right? Yes, definitely. You don't need to touch the wheel to turn it on and on. Okay, now let's apply inquiry and review the big idea. Okay, write the answers to these questions. 15. Now, Jacob did an experiment. He set up 2 ramps shown below. Can you see them? Over here, the one on the left and the one on the right. I think one of them is higher than the another one. So predict what Jacob will find when he measures the force needed to pull the toy up each ramp. First, the one on the left, it's higher than the one on the right. So there is difference in distance or height. There is difference in height, but the same distance. Now, who will take more effort to pull the toy up? Let's see. The force needed to pull the toy up the higher inclined plane will be greater than that needed to pull the toy up the lower inclined plane. Definitely. If you as long as you are going higher and up more, the more effort that you have to give, or the more force that you have to apply. So when he's going up on the higher one, he's making more effort. Definitely, yes. Now, I think this is the last questions. Number 16. The tool shown in the picture is a compound machine. Okay, we know that. This is a shovel. I want you to identify the simple machines and explain how each one is used to make digging easier. Okay, you need to take a minute to think of it and then write with me your answer. Okay? Number 17. Compare and contrast a screw and a wedge. Okay? I want you to compare between a screw and a wedge. How are they alike and how are they different? You need to take a look at a screw and at a wedge. And let's say how they are alike and how they are different. Now, first, let's do 16. The shovel is made up of a wedge, which is the base, and the lever, which is the handle, definitely. The wedge makes it easier to make the shovel dig into the ground, but the lever makes it easier to lift the rock and dirt. So you need them both to dig in. So the shovel mainly just to go inside more and more, and then the lever let you pick it up and put it outside so you can make a hole inside the ground. Excellent. Now, the last one, when I want to compare between the screw and a wedge, I'm going to say that a screw and a wedge are both made of inclined planes. Yes, they are made of inclined planes. But a screw is an inclined plane wrapped around the shaft. So it's all the way wrapped around. But the wedge is two inclined planes are placed back to back from a sharp edge. So the difference is in the appearance of each one of them. Thank you, boys and girls. That was our Unit 10 revision. Hope you liked it and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you in a new lesson tomorrow.